Hello everyone, welcome to Toying Talks. Welcome back to Toying Talks. And if you're new here, we are happy you find us. Thank you for everything. Please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when we drop new video.
Go back small. Okay. Listen, the video gets where Wunmi push my brother and he take head knock floor. It's different from the video get where Wunmi eye my brother. That was what the other person if you want me to play for you, I'll play for you.
This guy will kill us. This guy will kill us.
No, please, just apart, that is what he said to the Paparano street. I talk with evidence.
Sorry. This guy will kill me. This guy go destroy this world. I'm telling you. This guy will kill me. I'm telling you.
You are just having your own ignorance. That is what you're doing here. What is written there in that chat was just explaining how he pushed Mobile and Mobile fell on the floor for whoever was impersonating Hadurah, which is Damola. But Yomi came to this particular platform and he was saying that Damola said he explained in his chat how Wunmi eyed Mobile. That was what he was saying here in this platform. And I have him on record.
Oh, good.
Two different things.
Okay.
How
you are trying to use English. You want me to use that pie of a word?
That was what you used now. What are you saying? That was the language he was using here. That was the stuff he established.
Oh my God.
Why don't you just stick to what he got from the chat he had whoever was chatting with? Why is it passing conclusion that was what he was trying to describe?
So your point of argument is about Yomi saying that Mohbad hit the floor, whatever. That's what
No, that is not my point of argument. My point is Yomi came out to portray a scene of how Mohbad died. referencing that particular chat. And in that particular chat, there is no description that portrays that particular story from Yomi on how Mohbad died.
That's your perspective about your story. So
no.
That's your perspective. That's the way you can interpret
it. That's what it is.
You have to interpret the story in your own way. In your own way. Maybe you even sound like a Wunmi's lawyer.
When you go to the court of law and you present this evidence, that particular thing, that cannot describe anything.
You sound like a Wunmi's lawyer.
Yeah, I'm a little bit noisy, so let me say this and drop. You see, you're looking for when we explain one part to you, you shift to another part. When we explain one part to you, you don't point that you are putting across or arguing about. You have no valid point to say Yomi has no right to pursue what he's pursuing. You don't have any valid right. You are just giving a narrative that
Yomi has no ground. Yomi has no ground to still maintain that the person that was chatting with him is Hadurah. After the police, upon investigation, confide and informed him. Even the person that chatted him told him in person that I was the one that chatted with you, not Hadurah.
And it's not
coming out to still insist that he was Hadurah is just being motivated by his own selfish interest.
You are making it. Okay, it's just like the way you are talking now. If I'm not convinced of what you are saying, what do I do?
What evidence do you have that you will say you are not convinced?
No.
You're saying that it's not possible for a particular account to be hacked.
Yes.
Hello,
I'm not convinced that you are hacked.
Now we're back to where we started from. I told you that Yomi has the right to stick to
He doesn't have the right. But you want to believe he has the right. What right does he have?
It is not Hadurah.
This guy is Wunmi's lawyer.
Can I quickly
No.
Forget about that. Bringing statements in issues that have nothing to do with statements.
Can I quickly say something to
the person is telling you that this is what I have.
Hello,
and that this thing that you have is not valid and you're still pursuing it. Police called you. Somebody has already come to admit to that particular offense that this is what I was the one that did it, and you're still insisting.
Hello, Top movie. Can I quickly? Let me just quickly say this. I've been in the comment section listening to good evening everyone, Merry Christmas, Papariano, how are you? I was in the comment section listening to all you guys' submission. So when it got to the section when they were reading to you what I don't know whether it's Hadurah or Damola or whoever chatted with.
Madam, he ready by himself. Top movie ready by himself.
Okay, whoever chatted with Yomi, actually that chat wasn't complete because something led to Wunmi pushing Mohbad. And in the chat, there's a section that person typed and sent that message to Yomi. It says, I have a video of the fight with Cynthia and my brother. So there was a fight that led to the pushing. And when you push someone and the person hit their head on the floor, so what do you think is going to happen?
What do you think will happen? So are you saying that when you push somebody and the person hits their head on the floor, automatically Nigerian movie has happened?
Yes, this is not a matter of Nigerian movie. Because it's
are you serious right now?
You don't want to hear the aspect that, this incident happened and it was caused by Wunmi. You didn't want to understand that. And people were trying to explain to you.
No. People
because they didn't.
No. People
because the chat didn't say.
Madam.
I'm not one of them.
That's the part you are.
Okay, yeah. Let him read it. So that was actually what happened. There was a fight.
Can you read it, please?
That actually led to the pushing.
Now, what I want you to understand.
Read it. No, read it. Continue.
Wait. How many times will I read it to you? Wait, let me just.
No, this is another one.
No, I don't talk with sentimental. I don't like to bring it emotional. No. Wait, let me address. No, let me address. I don't even. You are too emotional. You have this female mindset. You have female mindset. You should always learn how to work with.
You might be stupid for talking to me like that.
You have female mindset. I don't work with that. You have female mindset. You should work with facts.
You must be strong.
That particular fact that you're showing does not describe anything that has to do with
I'm not here to drag it. I'm talking with swearing.
That particular fact has nothing to do with fighting of Mohbad. It has nothing, and that's my point. And that is my point. That particular fact has nothing to do with lying. He never described any lying. He only gave a narrative that somebody pushed somebody and the person knocked it for floor. There was no way they said somebody died or somebody died. So you're now laying more emphasis on a chat that did not portray that particular thing that you're saying.
You are talking about bad agenda. Just get out of this place and go and speak.
That's what you're saying. And if you don't want to put that in your head, it's your own problem, not my own. But me, I always say things the way they are.
Just get out of here, Just get out of here.
That is how it is. You see, one thing we do is that you will fail to understand the truth when the truth is hitting you, because you see, when somebody don't make up in mind, let me say you made up your mind to always find fault on something. There is nothing they will do to you. You will always find fault, and that is how it is. If your brain has been cornered to be always finding fault in something, even when the thing is so certain that that thing is not that way, you will always find fault with it, whether you like it or not, no matter what they tell you. But we will always stand on the ground of the fact that is being presented on my very face. I agree. Against it, and I'll add or I will join. That is not something about, and somebody is coming to say about going to portray that.
Stop cussing somebody.
But there's no description of that particular initiative in that fact.
Yeah, I don't think it is 22.
Sir, let me say something to him. Top movie. To you, that may not be the case. To you, you may feel like, okay, it doesn't necessarily describe, or it wasn't descriptive enough. But to other people, you cannot dictate what they want to think. To other people, they can make an educated guess that seeing that we're discussing a case, or this is a case to do with a homicide, right? This is pretty cut and clear to other people. So
now let me ask you, to other people.
Listen, can I? You spoke now. I didn't interrupt. No,
but what you're saying, I don't want you to run away with it. Let's just have a conversation.
I'm not running.
Let's finish.
To other people,
that's the problem. I think the problem you have.
To other people that think that was what that particular chat is. Wait now, the other people that are thinking that was what that particular conversation they had in that chat was describing. Is there any chat that relates to it where they mention pride? How do you bring a narrative of pride when there is no qualifying it?
I will give it to you, and I'm looking at it from a lens of a police. Let's say I was a police officer.
Exactly. What would
let me explain it to you. First, before this case got to where it is, I'm a man that listens. I listen more than I talk. There was a video. There was a situation where Spending came out before this Damola guy's name even came out at all. Spending came out and said that someone took the CCTV footage and he mentioned this Damola guy before he became a popular name. Let's put that aside. A voice note came out and then said, and this is Mohbad's mother, that if they say they stabbed or they shoot Mohbad, she will not agree. But if they say that certain person beat him to death, she'll agree. Let's go on one side. Then we have another voice note, and if this is me as a police officer, I don't care. I'm just speaking if I was an investigator. Then you have another voice note that says, somebody used their hand to yawo. That means something happened and someone reacted fast. Okay? Then that goes. Now you have this same person in the same case, right? Reaching out. No one begged him to reach out. No one forced whatever to his head and say, reach out to this person and make up the story. He reached out in the pretense, quote unquote, right? Quote unquote. This is the argument now. In the pretense that there is a CCTV footage. So to anybody, and if I was a police officer, to me, it's cut and clear. There is no need. The person doesn't have to be descriptive in that text message to tell me, for me to believe or for me to make an educated guess that something happened. So if that's the case, every homicide, every case, the person have to say, I did this to him, for us to say, okay, we believe. If there's a jury, if this goes to court and we have a jury of your peers and the prosecutor is telling us this story, I'm sorry. The jury will not come back and say, well, in the text message, sorry, it didn't say anything about buying. So it's too bad. That's not how it works. So to you, you can choose to say, okay, well, it didn't mention anything about buying in the text, so everything else is inconsequential. But to other people, if they want to think a certain way, then yes, to them, it may seem like, hold on, this piece of the puzzle is adding up to this piece of the puzzle, it's adding to this piece of the puzzle. Then at what point do we then say, okay, well, it's common sense now, right? You can't just wait for something. Like, I feel like the argument now is someone has to come out and say, it's this person that did it. Or someone has to text and say how they did it. No, you have different kind of evidence. You have circumstantial evidence. You have video evidence. You have word of mouth evidence. You have there's so many things that will lead anyone to believe that, no, this crime really did take place. Someone doesn't have to come out and say, he buy him like this for us to say, he buy him. No, it doesn't work that way because the court understand that people lie. Simple. So for you personally, you could, I'm with you. You could choose to think how you want to think. I'm never going to force that on you. But to everybody else, if they want to believe that, no. This is adding up to, it's too specific. Why didn't the person say they shook him to death? Why didn't the person say they shot him? It was a very specific statement. And if I was a police officer, all this, and they borrowed my phone, they didn't tell, only in Nigeria this thing can happen, Sha. Well, I leave it to you people. Bye-bye, yo. It's him, it's not him, it's him, they steal the phone. They say you'll be telling police in America that they steal the phone.
Let me tell you.
They log into your Snapchat, they send you a message, is Hadurah, is not Hadurah.
Calm down, wait.
I'll say this last statement and I'll shut up. Police do not do their proper investigation to tell us anything that has to do with Mohbad's phone, anything that has to do with this case. But in less than, let me say, 24 or 48 hours, they were able to do a video analysis. That's what you want everyone else to believe. They were able to do a forensic analysis and confirm vehemently that it wasn't Mohbad. That it wasn't Hadurah. It was Damola. Come on, man. Not everyone's stupid. That's all I'm saying. But I believe you. I'm with you. You're right.
Now, let me tell you.
We're all wrong. You're right.
Wait. Let me tell you something about whatever you saw today. I've pressed whatever comfort you have today.
You said it all. Let me go.
Wait. Let me tell you.
Said it all.
If a particular case of this magnitude concerning that impersonation should come to play, that press release is also going to play as an evidence in the court that these are the steps that Hadurah person took informing this particular individual that this particular belief that you have, I am not the person. I have spoken to you personally. I've chatted you. I've put a disclaimer on my WhatsApp and on my Instagram page. Even the police called you and you were informed. I also have to go through a press release. Make that information known out there to the public. So there is no how you will say you are not in the know that the person that chatted you was not my person. So you cannot. Wait now. You've spoken. But I want you to understand something because you are just saying a lot of things. You should understand because you said the Nigeria police did not do any investigation at all. Now you should understand for everything that the police have done so far. You're talking about forensic on their phone. Did you listen to their preliminary report where they mentioned that they collected mobile phone for forensic as well? They visited the crime scene. The police, it was because of the interrogation and the interview they had with those people, those witnesses in the number of 26 that had to corner them to be having that 5 suspects that they gave out. So it's always going to amaze me when somebody come up and say police did not do anything. Police did not do anything. We can't provide any irregularities of what the police have done wrong. Because most people, they just want to push out assumption because of their belief. At the end of the day, in a criminal court, you are not going to present whatever you believe. You must have to prove it. That is how you win a case. That is how you get a suspect convicted at the end of the day.
Okay, I agree.
If something is not substantial enough, how do you want the case to interpret that matter? At the end of the day, to be thrown out. It will be thrown out.
You are
and
right,
when I'm saying people should work with this fact,
nobody's arguing with you. You are right.
yes, now, I'm not saying whether you have your own point. So that's your own point. That's your own opinion.
No. I'm actually agreeing with you.
But at the end of the day,
let me say something, brother. I
the
agree with
police
you.
and the judiciary body are still the people that is going to deliver this justice.
I know.
You either work with them or you go and seek for injustice.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I agree with you. The police did all the best. They all the things they can do. They did it. So at the end of the day, we should be waiting and we'll see where it lands.
Sorry, brother. Before you go, can I just chip in this thing? Before you go, I think was this some months ago. We live abroad. There was this guy. I think he's from Somalia. He killed like a child going to school or something. Maybe you heard that story in UK. Do you know that the police came out the next day? They said they've done everything, that it's not a terrorist incident. There was a lot of all these far-right people. They were fighting, this is asylum seekers and this thing. But at the end of the day, a month after, police had to say it's a terrorist act when the thing went to court. Let me tell you guys, people, and the only thing you are saying, police, it happens all over the world. For God's sake, let's be realistic to ourselves. They get this thing wrong.